Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving headfirst into the magical chaos of Doctor Strange of Asgard issue number 2. From murder mystery to arcane spells, and even a skirmish with axes, this issue is packed with drama, intrigue, and action. Stephen Strange has left Midgard behind and ventured into the snowy realm of Asgard, where gods reign and magic permeates everything. But his path is far from easy. He's juggling uneasy alliances, deadly secrets, and a mystery that could shake the cosmos itself. This is a cosmic whodunit, drenched in Norse mysticism, Shakespearean tension, and razor-sharp dialogue, and you're not going to want to miss a second. Let's unravel the spellbinding story of Doctor Strange of Asgard. Doctor Strange is no longer Earth's Sorcerer Supreme. He gave it up to Doctor Doom. And surprise, Doom did what Doom always does. He saved the world, then conquered it. Ashamed, defeated, Stephen Strange vanished from the world stage. In New York, rain splashes against the windows as Strange stares into the abyss. Disposing of a corpse is no simple matter, he thinks. And this isn't just any body. It's Hulda, Asgard's magical guardian. The sorceress was murdered in cold blood. Not by Stephen, but by Loki. At least, that's what Stephen saw. And what he saw haunts him. Teleporting the body would trigger magical alarms across Asgard. Destroying it? That's not even on the table. So Strange does the unthinkable. He leaves the body untouched, cloaked in invisibility, and returns to Midgard. But he's not alone. Dr. Stephen Strange trudges home through the rain, his resolve steady. Upon arrival, Clea greets him warmly. "Stephen, my love," she says with a tender smile. "Clea, my darling," Stephen replies. Then, with deliberate intent, he asks, "Loki?" "Hiding," Clea answers lightly. "Would you like to see them?" "If you don't mind," Stephen says, the weight of his words underscoring his seriousness. He needs to see Loki, now. When they find Loki, the god of mischief is oddly chipper. "I have a theory," Loki beams. "I was possessed, probably by a pan-dimensional god sprite, eldritch abomination, something like that." But Stephen doesn't flinch. With clinical precision, he slaps cuffs on the trickster. Loki freaks. "Clea, tell him to stop this nonsense." But Clea joins in. Chains of Kraken, crimson bands of Sidorak, the full mystical arsenal is unleashed. And then comes the confession. "Yes, I killed Hulda," Loki whispers, "but I didn't want to. I didn't mean to. Something made me do it." Strange doesn't buy it, but Clea hit him with a truth bomb. Loki passed the agonies of Erling. You can't lie under that spell. So either Loki's telling the truth or the magic is broken, and that's a whole other problem. Clea says, "Now that we know Loki speaks the truth, what do we do?" "You stay here," Stephen replies. "With Doom as Sorcerer Supreme, Earth needs someone to keep an eye on things." "And you?" Clea asks gently. "To get to the bottom of this, I need access to all the power I can muster. That means Asgardian magic." Clea raises a brow, skeptical. "How do you plan to achieve that?" "By taking Loki's advice," Stephen answers. With a grin, Clea sighs knowingly. "Oh, this will end well." Stephen Strange enters a bustling Asgardian tavern, the lively chatter and clinking of mugs momentarily distracting him from his task. He approaches Holt, the man whose life he saved in a previous adventure. "A murder, you say? A mystery?" Holt exclaims, the sparkle of curiosity quickly dimming. "Solving clues and such like. Ooh, doubt any of that is for me." Stephen leans in, his tone imploring. "Holt, I know I'm asking a lot, but I don't know my way around here. I don't know who the people are, who the players are. If I'm going to cast a spell of Acrinon and uncover the truth about the killer, I'll need a guide." Unperturbed, Holt turns back to Stephen and sighs. "Stephen, I write tales of love and laughter, not murder. If you need my help crafting some romantic comedy, say wooing a sweetheart in an unexpected and amusing fashion, I would be a boon like no other. But this, solving murders, it's just not my area of expertise. I'm sorry. Stephen straightens, his disappointment tempered with understanding. No, it's okay. This kind of life isn't for everyone. Sometimes I forget that. Holt suddenly raises a finger, as if struck by a thought. Speaking of things you've forgotten, don't you have an interview scheduled for gainful employment to settle your finances? Stephen freezes for a moment before muttering, "Oh, damn." Stephen knows what must be done. He's going to solve this mystery, but first, he needs a job. Yep, Doctor Strange, ex-Sorcerer Supreme, is now a magical intern under the insult-slinging Asgardian physician who dubs Strange Dr. Tiny Man. Strange gets thrown into treating axe wounds, frostbite, basilisk venom, you name it. But through it all, he observes something profound. The Asgardians aren't so different from Midgardians. They hurt, they fear, they hope. And then, in walks Roscova, knife in shoulder, ice in her veins, and a story. She's a warrior, known as the Troll Strangler, and she earned that name facing a troll with her bare hands, after it slaughtered her friend. Strange patches her up, offers to make the scar disappear. She declines. She wants the scar, a reminder, a weapon of guilt to wield against her clumsy training partner Gorm. Roscova isn't interested in guiding Stephen around, but she points him to someone who might. A man named Aslac, apprentice sorcerer, Hulda's student, and maybe, just maybe, the key to cracking this whole case wide open. Strange finds Aslac. Aslac greets Strange warmly, saying, "I'm honored that you'd come to me, Dr. Strange. There's much I could learn from a Sorcerer Supreme." Strange corrects him, ex-Sorcerer Supreme, but thank you, Aslac. Together they enter Asgard's magical market, a vibrant, dangerous place filled with arcane relics and suspicious shopkeepers. Strange's goal? Casting the spell of Akrinon, a powerful incantation that could reveal the truth behind Hulda's murder. Strange asks, "Do you have them? Do you have the skull of Dark Troll?" The shopkeeper grins. "Dark trolls are our specialty." But trouble's brewing. The All-Father Thor himself wants to speak to Hulda. She's missing. The clock is ticking. Doctor Strange grows visibly uneasy. Realizing the secret of Hulda's death may soon be revealed, he decides to trust Aslac and confesses, "Hulda is dead." Aslac is shaken to his core. His mentor, gone. Strange nods solemnly. "Yes, Loki killed her last night, though they claim to have been possessed at the time. I turned her body invisible, but I need to move it, hide it, until I can figure out what happened." Loki says they were set up, and incredibly, I believe them. "I need your help to find the killer." Aslac asks, hesitantly, "Why not tell Thor?" Strange explains, "Because it could snap whatever fragile bond remains between them. Normally, I'd stay out of other people's relationships, but this is Thor and Loki. An irreparable rift between them could shake the cosmos itself. The repercussions will be incalculable." Aslac nods thoughtfully. "Could I see the body?" "Of course," Strange says. They arrive at Hulda's home, where Strange reveals her lifeless body. Aslac's face tightens. "It seems you were not, in fact, speaking in jest. And how do I know you didn't kill her?" "You don't," Strange admits. "So why would I help you?" Aslac challenges. Strange meets his gaze. "You have to make up your own mind about that. Just as I've chosen to believe Loki despite what I saw, I'm asking you to believe me. Please, Aslac, help me hide her body." Aslac sighs. "And where would we hide it?" Cut to the roots of Yggdrasil, the World Tree, the burial site of gods and secrets. Strange and Aslac dig the grave themselves. Snow falls softly. The tension is palpable. Strange asks Aslac, "What was Hulda like?" The apprentice reflects. "She was harsh, rude, but brilliant. She taught me everything I know. Hulda believed in progress and change, even supported Thor's rise. But she made many enemies, lots of them. Did Loki have a reason to kill her? Aslac isn't sure. But one thing is certain. If the truth gets out, if Thor finds out Loki killed Hulda, possessed or not, it could tear the fabric of the realms apart. So for now, the body stays buried. Strange returns to his room, sensing immediately that something is wrong. He barely has time to react before an unseen assailant strikes, nullifying his magic. Strange reflects, I've been without magic before, it's not so bad. A warrior swings an axe at him, and Strange blocks with a stool. The natural instinct is to retreat from a swinging axe, to put as much distance between you and a sharp edge as possible. But if your attacker is determined, as mine seems to be, retreat only gives him another opportunity to reduce you to a quivering mass of bloodied chunks. What you actually want to do is get in close, deny him the advantage of his weapon, and engage him in meaningful dialogue. Strange counters with punches, narrowly avoiding the axe. A fight is a conversation. You have your viewpoint, he has his. He may rage and accuse, shout over you, refuse to listen, but that doesn't mean he's winning. It just means he's loud. After landing a series of blows, Strange uses magic to dispatch his opponent. He reflects, I solve mysteries all the time, whether medical or mystical. Mysteries are my domain. I don't know why Hulda was killed, how Loki was used, or why this individual attacked me. But to solve any mystery, you need one thing, and now I have it, my first clue, he says as he holds the axe. And that's the end of this issue. Doctor Strange of Asgard #2 is more than a murder mystery. It's a slow burn epic of loyalty, legacy, and lies. Strange is out of his element, but more determined than ever. Loki may be guilty, or a victim, and the truth, it's buried deeper than the roots of Yggdrasil. And next issue, you better believe it's going to be even wilder. Because in a place where gods play politics and sorcery fuels betrayal, one mortal man may be the only one who can uncover the truth, or become its next casualty. Subscribe if you haven't already, and tell me in the comments, do you believe Loki was possessed? And who do you think really wanted Hulda dead? Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.